From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Line in. I'm coming. Here we go, going to 54. Line in. Here we go, 47. Yo, 46.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 50, plant. Watch the curl. General West. Hey, Echo.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out. Check 24.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll drop the throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they run with Mixon. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First down, Prescott. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Keep playing.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Kill. 47.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he's going to go up, and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
36.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Down. 60 or. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 5.
Second and 11. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
6-6, pull it high. Check it out, Cheetah, go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get off the train tracks.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And some room to maneuver. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Prescott on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Mike 57. Here we go. 46. Mike 57. Here we go. 57. Mike 57.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
He's checking crack. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Let's go, B, let's go. We're going to 53. We're going 47. Small. No. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Elliott. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
57 is right.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
26. 57, come on. 26.
And the blitz does come. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Elliott. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
First down.
You don't see me in your nightmares,
First and 10.
You don't
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
90 Wolf.
The 46-yard line.
Hey, exit. Ready?
Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mixon will try the right side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Kill. 47.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Kill. 47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
26.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
26.
Don't be scared.
26.
Now Bell, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Second and 15. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check, 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 check.
from the 39. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Seferian-Jenkins has it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Prescott to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Anderson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Intended that time for Cooper. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So for the Bengals, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,